welcome to my community on Afrocentric Television Channel 15.8. This is a show that revolves around the Africans in diaspora. We highlight, the positive things Africans are doing in Texas and by extension, United States. My name is Kola, and this week we have a whole lot in stock for you. In the last 10, 15 days in Houston, there has been events, up and around Houston, and I'm sure Houston has been bubbly. The whole entertainment industry they experienced a positive change, and one of those things that caused it was the OTC. OTC is the Oil and Gas Technology Conference. Given that Houston is the energy capital of the world, everybody far and near came around to support the industry here in Houston. So accommodations were fast, booked, and transportation. Houston has the best foods in Texas, and I'll tell you that much. So there were lots of events, and one of which was the Shekwe Nights hosted Two-Face for his 20th years in the industry. Falls the Bad Guy came through also. We had one gala from NAMC. We had the USBACC, that is United States Bilateral African Chamber of Commerce. They received their delegations from Africa. And also, it was Mother's Day event this past weekend. We had MCPC. The show was funny. It was funny. It was just the best ever. We had a good time. Also, we will be talking to one of our prominent event planners here in Houston by the name of Donyin Fasha King. She's the owner and CEO of Donyin Fash Events. Also, we have another event coming up by Sheyi Alesh. It's going to be at Dominion Chapel. If you're around on May 24th, I believe that's when it's going to be, please don't hesitate to join us. It's going to be live, it's going to be refreshing, it's going to be fun. So we hope you enjoy this highlight, and we will be right back.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my community. It's me, your girl, Fauzia Aminu, your favorite chocolate drop. And this is your entertainment segment where I deliver all the tea as per usual. And this week, it's not so exciting, but I'll just share it anyways. A young girl by the name of Malia was killed by her stepfather in the Houston area, and they will be holding a candlelight ceremony for her. It was very sad and tragic. She was apparently in a situation where she was being abused, and honestly the story is a little bit sad and overwhelming, but we wish the family nothing but joy, comfort, and peace to deal with this trying time. And another sad situation would be the tragic passing of Chris Atto's wife, a Ghanaian actor, where she was shot dead here in the United States as she was leaving work. And that is another tragic situation that, just happened this week. That's so sad. Sorry. R.I.P. to her. And on to, I guess I would call it a little less sad news. Naira Marley, Zlatan Ibile, Raman Jago, and two others were arrested by EFCC after they dropped their song, Amaye Yahoo Boy. And ironically, the cover art of that song, the cover art of the song is them in like mugshots or like in front of jail or something. It's just really funny how like what you put out into the universe comes back. So yeah, Amaye Yahoo Boy is actually one of my songs for this week by Naira Marley, and it's actually a jam. I'm not even joking. We're not supporting anything that they are doing or anything, but the song is actually lit. Next up, I have I Know Send by Gogowe. Gogowe is super talented. I stumbled across her music a couple years ago on SoundCloud, and honestly, I've been a fan since then. Yeah, she doesn't fail to deliver. And last but not least on my lineup of songs for the week, I have Balance by Jules the Kid. And Jules the Kid has just recently dropped a project. In your spare time, you should probably listen to it. Jules the Kid. It's not every time Wizkid, Davido, and all the names you already know. Sometimes support the names that you're not too familiar with. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you stay locked in and tune back in next week. Same spot, same time. For me, Fauzia Aminu, on my community.
A goal and an assist by Riyad Mahrez sealed a 4-1 comeback win for Manchester City against Brighton and Hove Albion to seal their 4th Premier League title. Welcome to the sports segment on My Community, the show that celebrates the greatness of Africans in the Houston, Texas area and by extension, the United States of America. My name is Bayonle Arashi. I'm always very excited coming your way every week on this show, and I have nothing but sports and of course the greatest news and highlights across the beautiful game today on this show. As I said in my opening log, that Manchester City sealed their 4th Premier League title last week Sunday, of course, and of course it was the Algerian Riyad Mahrez that really impressed in that final game of the season. The Algerian, a 2015 and 2016 champion with Leicester City Football Club, of course, replaced Phil Foden, that young player for Manchester City, in the starting lineup, and of course starred for Manchester City for Pep Guardiola's side as they defended their Premier League title successfully on Sunday. They claimed their 4th title in the English Premier League. Glenn Murray gave Brighton a shock lead in that particular game, 1-0 in the 27th minute, of course, but Sergio Aguero leveled within minutes, courtesy of a great pass by David Silva for Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez really inspiring in that game, provided an assist and of course scored a beauty by himself for the 3rd goal in that game to make it 3-1. Of course, Manchester City sealed the Premier League title with 98 points. Very busy and of course well contested season in the Premier League this season. Just 1 point above Liverpool to really clinch that title away from Liverpool, as Liverpool continue to wait after 29 years of Premier League establishment to really win one Premier League title. But I think that team by Jurgen Klopp will really contest next season for the Premier League title. So congratulations to Manchester City and of course to Pep Guardiola himself for their title in the English Premier League. Moving on now, still in the Premier League, 3 players have successfully shared the golden boot in the English Premier League after 3 of them finished on 22 goals each. And guess what? The trio are all Africans. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is from Gabon, and of course he was signed from the German side Borussia Dortmund by Arsenal. He scored 22 goals in the Premier League this season. Sadio Mane of Liverpool also scored 22 goals this season in the Premier League, and of course the person that could have really probably win that award himself, he has done it back to back in the league season already, is no one than Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king himself, really also ending the season with 22 goals. It is the first time since 1998-1999 season that we are having 3 players really sharing the Premier League Golden Boot award. In 1998-1999 season, we had Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank for Chelsea, we had Michael Owen for Liverpool that time, and of course we had Dwight York doing it for Manchester United in that particular season. But this season, of course, the award was shared by these three great players: Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Sadio Mane, and of course Mohamed Salah. Congratulations to the trio for winning the Golden Boot award in the English Premier League, and we look forward to much more excitement from them next season. More importantly, from the 2 from Liverpool Football Club on June 1, as they will compete for the UEFA Champions League final. The 2nd season they will be doing so in Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Hopefully they will win it against Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, let the best team on that day really win down, as we look forward to it. Moving forward now, still in the English Premier League, Alisson Becker has won the Premier League Golden Glove award. The highest number of clean sheets this season for Alisson Becker was 21. That is really a great achievement by that Liverpool goalkeeper. He had one better of Manchester City goalkeeper Ederson, but of course Manchester City goalkeeper won the PFA Goalkeeper of the Year. I don't know how they did that when, of course, it was Alisson that had a more clean sheet than E13 of Manchester City. So congratulations to, of course, Alisson Becker of Liverpool himself. He became the first player, of course, after Peter Cech to really win the clean sheet. But Peter Cech did his own way back in the 2004-2005 Premier League season. I don't think we've had that kind of season again by Chelsea. I really hope Chelsea can have such squad of 205 come next season. Congratulations to you, Alisson Becker, on your Golden Glove Award. Of course, we move on to the final story on the English Premier League. Brighton, of course, Brighton that lost to Manchester City on the final day of the season. They have parted ways with their manager, Chris Hutton, after they finished 17th in the English Premier League. They were not satisfied with that result. They narrowly escaped relegation this season. They survived in the English Premier League, but this man has been with them since 2015 and he has always made them to survive the Premier League. He also brought them from the Championship in English First Division to the Premier League, and he has sustained them for 4 years. But I think the board felt that is not enough. They don't want to keep struggling every season in, season out, and I hope next season it doesn't turn out to relegation season for them. Good luck to you, Chris Hutton, for your next job. Hopefully you find something better in that one. Finally on the sports segment this week on My Community, veteran Roma midfielder Daniel De Rossi will leave the Italian side at the end of the season. De Rossi, 35-year-old legend. Of course, you remember him at the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Of course, he was a winner in that particular one. Very combative midfielder with Totti, and of course with so many other great Italian midfielders. He also is a one-club man. He has been with AS Roma since 2000. That means he spent a total of 19 seasons with that club, of course, being a young player as well. So congratulations to you, Daniel Rossi, and of course we wish you the best. AS Roma said he's not retiring from football, he's just looking for further adventure in his career. That's about it today on the sports segment on My Community. I'm always excited coming your way, and I'll see you guys again next season. Just as my shirt said, get over it. Whatever situation you find yourself in, let it go, guys, and of course hope for a better tomorrow. I'll see you guys next week, God willing. My name is Bayonle Arashi. Bye bye now.
Welcome to CFAX Global Logistics, where your ultimate satisfaction is our goal. We make your shipping needs a worthwhile experience. As a licensed freight forwarder, CFAX Global Logistics offers air and sea freight, procurement and supply chain, project logistics, warehousing and storage services. Call us at 281-820-9000 or 832-593-3067. We offer prompt, effective, qualitative services, and damage-proof delivery is our guarantee. What's more, we offer the lowest competitive rate for your shipment. You can call us at 281-820-9000 or 832-593-3067. So, to ship your next products and goods across continents on the next available flight or ship at a price that can't be beat, come to our office located at 8180 Southwest Freeway, Houston, Texas 77074 for your shipment and logistics services. CFAX Global Logistics, the trustworthy and reliable partner for your logistic need.
The Royal Event Center, located at 6603 Langham Drive, Houston, Texas, is an event center that houses approximately 300 guests. It is designed to host any style of event, from weddings to birthdays, anniversary meetings, or even small intimate affairs. The Royal Event Center has you covered. Combining unique interior designs that are state-of-the-art, it includes the main event hall, with well-designed entrance and complimentary parking space. It also features a separated lobby. We have 5 restrooms for men and 5 restrooms for women. The hall is located in a gated and peaceful environment, allowing for maximum security of people and property.
For inquiries, call 281-550-0400, 281-716-2099.
your shipping company delays your shipment for 3 months or more via ocean, you need a new shipper. If your shipments have been dropped off and are yet to leave after 2 weeks, you need a new shipper. If your shipments were lost or damaged during transit and there is no compensation, then you definitely need a new shipper. Every day your items are delayed, your hard-earned money goes to waste, and your receivers are denied the benefits of using those items. And in most cases, there are no compensation. It is time for a new experience with ocean shipping, and Ship to Nigeria now offers you that experience. Ocean shipments are delivered within 6 to 8 weeks to Nigeria, or we will refund 25% of your shipping costs. We will refund in full your declared value and your shipping cost within 48 hours if anything happens to your shipment. You can get 247 alerts, online tracking, emails, and text messages. With 3 containers leaving every week, we no go give story. We will deliver when we say we will and to any location in Nigeria. Try us today and get 10% off your first shipment.
Ship to Nigeria, as good as taking it there yourself.
So I do expect that we will be able to tap more technological resources as many more Nigerian local companies are stepping up to the plate in exploring resources in the oil and gas area.
Hello everyone, this is Christiana and I'm here at the USBACC OTC African Delegation Reception. I'm joined by the organizer herself,
Neka Chapu. Thank you so much for having me. I'm the Executive Director.
Yes, so this is what, the 8th annual?
Yes, it's been 8 years in the making. We started our organization in 2010, and this year marks the 8th year doing the U.S. The African Delegation Reception. We've been very lucky.
So if you're either trying to invest, trade between your country and the U.S., or actually just move and mobilize your workforce here to the U.S., we help you do that. It's very important to do it the right way because that sets up what you could do in the future going forward for yourself, for your workers, for your families.
I think so. It's great because what we have to realize is that the kids over here, you can't just go to the next state and get a job anymore. It's an overseas and we're all connected. We live off of each other. So to have this event for Africa, for the students to come over here and us to go over there and train, it's a great opportunity.
So these are ideas that I'm thinking about as it relates to training and development and preparing the workforce, both locally, regionally, and nationally, as well as internationally, and so globally, as you said. And so coming to an event like this is an opportunity for me to get new ideas and ideas that I can take back to Pennsylvania and look for ways to make these connections real.
I'm excited about it because when you stop and think about it, the future of the world itself is Africa. And my question, like my sponsors and my advisors and the people that work with me, how is it that you have so much natural resources and yet not reaping the benefit of those natural resources? So our passion is to do everything we can to empower Africa to be independent and each country to be able to harvest its own natural resources and profit from its own resources and not everybody.
Hi everyone, welcome to the red carpet for NAMC Gala 2019. I'm here with the president of NAMC, Yemi Koyejo. Hi Yemi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, very well.
So tell us about NAMC and what this event means to NAMC.
Well, this is an annual event and part of what it helps us do is to celebrate excellence in our community. It helps us to showcase this excellence, all the individuals who've done well, who've represented Nigeria well. So we always look forward to this opportunity to also to share with the rest of Houston that there is excellence in our community and how we have tried as an organization to mentor young professionals, high school students, to help everyone to succeed. That's our passion, but we need to help the next generation to succeed.
And I'm running for Houston City Council at Large 5, so I wanted to come out and meet the community and get to know the organization better.
The most beautiful people in a while. So if I have to compare it, I would say the most beautiful people today. And I like the turnout to see a lot of young people out here. That's great.
I'm one of the awardees today, so pretty excited about that.
You know, the first thing is to continue to broaden the reach of NAMSI, share the story, let people know, because people aren't going to tell our story. We have to tell our story ourselves.
My Niger part of me, I just want to sell all the arts that I brought. But, you know, my professional side, you know, I just want people to get to know me, exposure. But I want to sell all my art. That's the plan.
It's always good to see successful people of our background being nominated or recognized at places like this. It inspires us to do better. So, yeah.
I had my jollof rice.
That's amazing. You are officially a Nigerian, right?
I mean, how could you not be living in Houston, right? Of course. And Nigerian community here in Houston contributes a lot to our community. And so I'm happy to celebrate and embrace the community and whatever endeavors it's embarking upon.
At that time, we found it to be a real viable organization trying to promote bonding within the Nigerian community and really making the Nigerian diaspora have a presence here in Houston and being a part of the broader Houston society. So we're glad to support NAMSI.
Definitely the dancing. Oh, yeah. I love to dance, and I brought my dancing shoes. So everything else is just like a prelude and a build up to the dancing part. So the dancing.
Oh yeah, dancing. I drove 8 hours. I live in Midland, Texas, okay? I drove 8 hours to come here, so tonight I'm really gonna be dancing.
Don't throw stones, even if you do fight it. On your own. Life is not about your policy all the time, so you better rearrange your philosophy and be good to yourself and change love. Stop calling me a prisoner. Let he who is without sin be the first to get the stone. This much later, I'm talking to you, Jada.
Privilege of saying, with as respect to NAMSI, that therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proudly proclaim this day, May 4th, 2019, as Nigerian American Multicultural Council Day in the City of Houston. Congratulations.
Responsible for putting this event together. One of the people, not the man, like you said earlier, but yeah. But thank God.
Look, you're still important to us because this takes a lot of work to put together.
I mean, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. But we thank God there's a lot of people here tonight, so it should be a fun night. So
what inspired you to do this event?
We have Two-Face, and we just realized that he's always in America all the time, but we learned that Falz was also in the States, and we said, okay,
He's not been in Houston before. He's been to Dallas, but not here. And we just felt like they're just a perfect complement to each other. And when we reached out to both of them, they felt the exact same way, and they wanted to do it as badly as we wanted to do it. So I'm a fan of both of them. I can't wait for the show. I'm sure everybody else is going to have a good time.
What do you like about Two-Face and Falz?
Man, what is there not to love about Two-Face, though? Two-Face is a legend. He's made the best music so far. And Falz is a comic, and he makes good music. Well, tonight is going to be legendary. I know it's going to be explosive. I know for a fact that a lot of people, they're going to have fun tonight.
Best out of Houston, known all over the world. I'm Nigerian and Jamaican. So Falz is a very good friend of mine. Tubaba is also someone that I respect in the music business. And, you know, music connects you. You know, I've known these guys for years. So, and I live in Houston. If I'm a Houston-based, you know, celebrated artist, why not be with the rest of my colleagues that's here? You know what I mean? So it's a good feeling.
It has been both stressful and fun, but as you see, everything's coming together, and we're having fun doing it.
So, like, what inspired you? What you know, like, whenever there was times when you're like, man, I don't want to do this, what keeps you going?
What keeps me going is the end result. You know, bringing so many people together, different types of people, different types of vendors, different artists, different upcoming artists to show their talents and stuff like that. That's what keeps me going.
So let's do it one time. You know what? Before I proceed, I like to lay some small ground rules. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very lovely to have you guys here. But I want to let you know that I speak pidgin English a lot. So, for those of you that don't understand pidgin English, please get close to the nearest Nigerian and let them interpret to you, please. But I will take you back. I cannot go back. You're not from old school time. But I remember. There's a different kind of spirit about it. Baby, it's the way you smile every time that I make you do. I cannot understand what you do me. You make me feel married. Oh, but in my life, I make up by your dream for you, my dream. After all this is said and done, you don't even show me you care with some. You don't even make me feel like you're number one. You don't even try to show me my position. It is only fair that you should let me know. You should let me know how you feel about me. So I am running up on the morning. I am dying. Oh, no. Hey, I am dying. She stole my heart away. That's like a mama like you. Yeah, I put your if you really want me so, baby, you should let me know. I was only
Put in the workload and the blood, sweat, and tears and a little bit of time to get this event together. Tell us, how was that?
Well, it was an interesting journey. You know, it was fun. You know, working with MCPC, you're always laughing, you know, in meetings, upon meetings. He's always a jokester throughout. But the planning was really smooth. You know, we've worked together a couple of times, so it was smooth. Everything was good. You know, the show is going to be awesome. It's called What's Funny, and you will be laughing.
Number one, to treat my wife so cool. She's the most beautiful things that have ever happened to me. And today, as a Mother's Day, you know, to support my brother and friend, MCPC is the number one comedian in the whole wide world.
Well, yeah, I just came to support my boy and to have fun, basically. Yeah, we're performing, and a lot of other guys will be on stage too, you know. What is, baby? What we do? Yeah, what we do?
Well, we have to support anything African, right? And it's Mother's Day. A day out to make your woman, you know, it's been a stressful year all year long. And up until, man, it feels like 2 years already. But, you know, we need to get a lot of fun, man. We just need to be happy. We're Africans, man. We're happy people. So we got to stay happy.
Here to support Kenneth and Charles in their new venture and also the Nigerian community. So we're very happy in order to be here to represent on their behalf. So it's pretty good. We're having a good time.
Definitely here to support CKO and here also to support the Nigerian community. We are actually from Trinidad and Tobago. I worked with Kenneth before, and I'm happy and elated to be invited to this event today and just be part of the Nigerian community. Thank you.
King MCPC, how you feeling tonight?
Well, stressed. You know, to put a show together for Africans, it's not funny. But, I mean, I'm blessed to have everybody here tonight. As usual, you know, my job is to create environment for people to be able to laugh out loud. So, yeah, I'm happy that everybody's here. Yeah.
And are you excited for the performance that you're performing with tonight, too?
So far, so good. Everybody's doing good. Any moment from now, I'm going to be hitting on stage, and we're going to be doing it like with a vest. They will hear from us. Yes, they will hear from us.
So tell me, why you go so hard on these shows? Why you go so hard?
I mean, if I want to do something, I like to do it well. If I don't want to do it, I might as well not do it. So if I want to do it well. So because I know people are going through a lot of stuff in life, so life is tough, so I have to be tough on life. You know what I'm saying? So by, you know, putting an event together where people can actually unwind and forget everything that they're going through. So I always want to go extra mile. You know, there's going to be a lot of surprises tonight. Yeah.
A lot of surprise. Anything you want to give us a hint?
If you were not here, you missed out.
That raw can cure all kind of disease. You don't keep raw ventilator. If you have ethic, my mother say break what? Rub. If you break your ankle, rub what? Rub. If you cannot sleep, rub. One day I could not use restroom. My mother say rub. They put rub in my, my channel. 2 weeks, I was in the restroom. You know that my dad wanted to be a doctor. People of God, I was willing to be called Dr. Ahibe. You know? So as I was going to primary school, secondary school, you know SS2 and SS3, that is when you determine if you will be somebody in life or not. I wrote YE like a normal human being. Ladies and gentlemen, my spirit was willing to be a doctor, but this head here, the doctor was what they call it. I wrote exam like a normal person. F9 chemistry, F9 biology, F9 physics. My maths result, they're still looking for it. I want to go meet my uncle at Uniman, who wanted to be an admission officer. I said, uncle, you know, this is Nigeria, you know. Help somebody. Don't look at the result. My uncle wanted to be a born again Christian, then charismatic renewal. As I gave him the paper, my uncle looked at it and said, my brother, you cannot have this. You go. As I was about to leave, my uncle called me back. I said, from what I see here, but by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you know I have F9 chemistry, F9 biology. I am not told that I had A1 in a Greek. A1 in a Greek. I also have A1 in the dual language. A1 in the dual language. So my uncle looked at the result and said, I think from what I see right here, you can still be a doctor. I said, what kind of doctor can I possibly be with this fake result? My uncle said that I can be a native doctor. I said, wow. He said, well, let's look at it critically. From your result, you had A1 in a Greek, right? It will help you to identify all the the incantation. After all, medical doctor and medicine doctor. Doctor is what? We die here.
John E. repeat performance. Those against say nay. And the eyes are with you, go, you come back after. But celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together.
Well done, well done. Well done, fine, well done, try. I tell you if I was like this. When I be like prayer warrior. Money, or so you get money, and still not fine. You are fine in Jesus' name. Receive fine. The pastor said, come to your pastor, say, honey, you are my blanket inside church. You know we're screaming. Honey, you are my blanket. Honey, you are my blanket. One woman, not talk. One I said, Julie, are you stupid? Come to your pastor. He said, waiting. You be blanket. School fees, you don't pay. House rent, you don't pay. My hair, you don't pay for. Truth, you not be blanket or you be out my shoes. God bless you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Welcome to CFAX Global Logistics, where your ultimate satisfaction is our goal. We make your shipping needs a worthwhile experience. As a licensed freight forwarder, CFAX Global Logistics offers air and sea freight, procurement and supply chain, project logistics, warehousing and storage services. Call us at 281-820-9000 or 832-593-3067. We offer prompt, effective, qualitative services, and damage-proof delivery is our guarantee. What's more, we offer the lowest competitive rate for your shipment. You can call us at 281-820-9000 or 832-593-3067. So, to ship your next products and goods across continents on the next available flight or ship at a price that can't be beat, come to our office located at 8180 Southwest Freeway, Houston, Texas 77074 for your shipment and logistics services. CFAX Global Logistics, the trustworthy and reliable partner for your logistic need.
The Royal Event Center, located at 6603 Langham Drive, Houston, Texas, is an event center that houses approximately 300 guests. It is designed to host any style of event, from weddings to birthdays, anniversary meetings, or even small intimate affairs. The Royal Event Center has you covered. Combining unique interior designs that are state-of-the-art, it includes the main event hall, with well-designed entrance and complimentary parking space. It also features a separated lobby. We have 5 restrooms for men and 5 restrooms for women. The hall is located in a gated and peaceful environment, allowing for maximum security of people and property.
For inquiries, call 281-550-0400, 281-716-2099.
Hello, Houston, Texas, Sugarland, Missouri City, Katy, Stafford, all of Texas and its environs. Listen up, Shea Lesh is back again this year with Shea Lesh Live, happening on May 24th, 2019 at 6 p.m. This dynamic saxophonist and music minister is having his concert happening live and direct here in Houston. Prince Perkins coming from Los Angeles, California. Tommy Favorite from Houston, Texas. Lucia Bracho from Chicago. Palmyra Merrifield from Houston, Texas, and Sherry T. Menson from Houston, Texas. This concert is going to be amazing. Live, high praise, worship, music, fun, happening at 1203 Cravens Road, Stafford, Texas, 77477 at Dominion Chapel, Houston. You don't want to miss this night of worship, May 24th, 2019 at 6 p.m. For more information, call the number on your screen. We will see you there.
welcome back to my community on Afrocentric Television Channel 15.8. As we have mentioned that there will be a whole lot of events this week, and one of which is the one that is being hosted by one of our very own saxophonist, Mr. Seyi Alesh. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, sir. Good to
So,
be here.
you know, I've heard you play. It's been awesome. I mean, it's classic. I would say that's a gift. That has to be a gift, because I don't know how you manage to hold on to so many keys and still be able to play to any genre of music. You know, be it jazz itself, which is what it is, and then you can hold on from hip hop to high life and just blow it out there and the trumpet, and people will still follow while you lead. So tell us, how did you get started in the business?
In the first place, I would say all the glory to God. You know, God is the giver of every gift. I remember very, very well when I was like really, really young. I used to follow my mom to the choir, which is almost there are a lot of people that, you know, kind of have the same kind of story, you know. So I remember I used to follow her to the choir, just listening to people singing, playing, you know, gradually, unconsciously picking some ideas, some sounds, some things that, you know, get it into you unconsciously. So I could say I've always been around music like all my life. Like I remember maybe when I was like 8, 9 years old, I was part of the actually adult choir back then.
And you were just little.
I was this that they have to give me the rope and use the scarf to tie it and pull it off, to overlap it so that I can sing with them.
Oh wow!
So I've always been around music, you know, for quite a while. So picking up saxophone wasn't too difficult, you know. I was playing trumpet for some time. I've played drums, piano, just, you know.
I was going to ask, why sax?
Yeah, okay. I mean, the story behind that was I was learning trumpet, you know. I was playing trumpet with the brigade band in my former church then in Kwara State.
Anglican
church.
I know, because we used to attend one of those.
So I remember that after I was done with my school, then I went to Lagos to stay with my dad and my mom, because then I was staying with my grandma.
Right.
So on getting there, there was this brother of mine, Peter K. He's a great saxophone player too, you know. And then he used to come to my estate to teach people, you know, trumpet, saxophone, and everything. So he was taking me on the trumpet. So I remember he was teaching them something on the saxophone. Like, we have different groups. People on the saxophone, people on the trumpet, people on the drums. So I was on the trumpet. So he was teaching them the saxophone. So every time, you know, I was just looking at them like, why are they struggling with this thing? Like, I saw some of those guys try to get the notes. So I was just looking at what he was teaching them. I said, I can play this thing.
But you've never played it before prior to that time?
Mm-mm. So I can play this thing. So we all went on break. You know, we all drop our instruments, you know, then everybody step out of the church, because then we're using the church. So we'll step out, like, okay, to find something to eat, to talk, or just to gist them, to come back to the rehearsal, to the lesson. And I just went back inside the church.
I know, something will just keep pushing you guys. You just go and see, why are these guys struggling, man?
I just picked one of the saxophone. I just grabbed it, and I remember the way I was trying to teach them. I picked it up and I played what he's been trying to teach them. Everybody ran inside the church. Who played? So I thought I did something wrong. I was like that. Like,
in a panic mode.
What did I do? I said, wow, play it again. I played. Play it again. I said, no, you know what, from now,
you're not going to be on the trumpet anymore. Just go on the sax one time.
And that was it. And then he also needed help. Like, he needed a place to stay. So on getting back home, I was so excited. I talked to my mom. Mom, yeah, okay, now I can play saxophone. He said, what are you talking about? I said, man, this brother. I said, oh, really? Okay, let me meet him. So the next reaction, I took him to my mom's house, and my mom, I mean, we've had two different people living with us, you know, people that we didn't even know.
Right, I understand.
So yeah, you know, he came around, and my mom just picked a saxophone, My mom took it to like his own bedroom. I'm sorry, our own bedroom, and he said, "Sorry, you're not going home." I was told that you need a place to stay, so he lived with us for 5 to 6, 7 years.
Wow!
So we're always together. We wake up as early as 5 a.m. We are rehearsing. We pray together. We rehearse together. So I was learning faster than other people. You know, I mean,
because I mean,
he became my
your
brother,
mentor, and everything.
And that was it. So within the first 3 months, I was already traveling out of Lagos playing for churches.
Wow.
Yeah. So all the glory to God.
So when was the big break?
I remember my plan was to be an accountant. Like I want to be an accountant and all of that. So and I was trying to do admission for like 6 years. It didn't work. Like I did jam
after high school.
Yeah. You know, nothing was happening. I said, okay. Someone just told me, why not go to school to study music? I mean, you know this thing to an extent. And I went to Lagos State University. I put it for my entrance exam, and I didn't even plan to even do any exam. I just went there. I filled the form. I was okay. Can you practice something? Like, can you play something to to prove that you can do it? And I did, and that was it. I got the admission.
That was your admission right there.
Yeah. So and that was it. And later I met I worked with some other very big artists like Pastor Kunle Ajayi. I was.
Oh wow, Kunle Ajayi for Redeem.
Yeah, I mean I was with him for like 5, 6 years. Yeah, we traveled together. Sometimes he would send me to cover up for him some places.
Wow, for him to rely on you to cover up for him, because that's like the number one guy when it comes to sax.
Exactly.
It's because he plays the opening for Pastor Adeboye himself.
Yeah, exactly. And after I left the band, I worked with Samuel Oposo too for like 5, 6 years. So
Samuel Oposo.
Yeah, so I've been ordered those two people. I mean,
I heard Samuel Oposo does not play when it comes to rehearsal.
Oh, I mean, we had like no tomorrow.
I like that.
I mean, something
like if you are going to be here, you need to be here.
We get to rehearsal at 9 a.m. in the morning, 6 p.m. we're still there.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a workaholic. We walk around the club.
But you know, sometimes you wonder how people become successful. You forget that they put so much hard work into what they do, and some people just want to just think they can just get it and just run with it. No wonder it never lasts. Right?
Exactly.
So, tell us, this week you have an event coming up on the 24th.
I think it's next week. Right?
Oh, rather next week, I believe.
Yeah.
When the 24th is next week.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my mistake. But anyway, it's coming up. What should we look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, I believe people should be expecting a lot of surprises, like a lot. I mean, I've been to different places. I've traveled. I mean, I've ministered, I've played in different places, church, wedding, comedy event, but this particular one is totally different.
Is it going to be a musical concert?
Yeah,
or
it's a musical concert, but it's going to be the totality of everything that God has deposited on the inside of me. Some don't even know I could sing. Maybe that day, if you really want to know, you need to come around. Then I have some other people coming that we'll be doing this thing together.
Can you give us some names? Because I know some of the names are on the flyer already.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a friend coming from Los Angeles. His name is Prince Purpose. He's an American guy, very fantastic, great rapper, like a solid, clean rapper, like very great one.
We don't find a lot of those people in the gospel industry.
Yeah, this one is spirit-free, great born again Christian, and
nice.
And of course my wife told me favored. I mean, that girl, she's dangerous. She's really,
I think I met her once.
Yeah, she is something nice, actually.
At Pastor Currendy's church, I believe.
Yeah. She is a piano player. She's a songwriter. She produced a song by herself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she's a preacher.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I mean, she get invitation even to Canada to go preach, not even to sing.
Wow.
Yeah, she's that loaded.
Thank
so
God.
She's gonna be there too. Then I have another lady, her name is Lucia. Because she's not a Nigerian, so it's hard for me to pronounce some Hispanic name. Her name is Lucia Bracho. Yeah. She's gonna be coming. She's gonna be singing some of their language, because
Spanish,
because we have some people actually in my church we have the Hispanic church. all of them, they say, yeah, they're coming.
Oh wow,
And,
that's
yeah.
a huge support.
Yeah, so
and it's always good to see us, go out of the norm
Exactly.
for the African, typical African church.
I mean, for me, music is the easiest way to cross over to any other nationality. And for me, playing the saxophone, I'm not speaking any language. I'm playing the same language to everybody.
That's right.
Music is a universal language. So then I have another sister of mine, Pamela Mirafe. She's a great worshiper. So she's going to be there too. Then I have someone coming. She's a great dancer. She's going to be doing some dancing performance. Her name is Eliane. She's great. So we have that. Then I have one of my church music director president. He's super gifted, Jerry.
Oh, I know Jerry Mensah.
Yeah,
I know Jerry.
He's coming to do some jazz
I know Jerry.
stuff.
I know his wife. He is super talented.
So, and also we have some other surprises that the names are not on the flyer deliberately. Because deliberately. So
then he's gonna come in and find out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I mean that will be refreshments for people on the VIP. We have a lot of things to give to people after the concert.
So tell us if people need to get tickets for the event, where can they get these tickets?
Yeah. We have the ticket on Eventbrite. Just search for Shea Lesh. You see it on Eventbrite. Then you could call this phone number 323-354-2585 or 323-901-7282. You can call those two numbers, or if you have the flyer, you can still call these two numbers. But the two other numbers that I just called now, you can get, it's faster to reach us now on that number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, than the one that we have on the flyer, because now people are getting a lot of calls here, a lot of messages, so we're trying to, help out. So
makes sense.
Yeah, so we have some other numbers available for people to come with. So
what is the venue you guys are using for this event?
Yeah, the address is 1203 Craven Road, Stafford, Texas 77477.
Is that a church?
Yeah, that's DCH, Dominion Chapel. That's my church, the best church that I want to be.
That's where I actually started from.
Wow, great.
Yeah, that's where I started from, but I had to move farther north.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome. So we're looking forward to a great show. But we can't let you go without you blessing us with your gift.
Oh, yeah.
This gift God has deposited in you.
I don't get tired of playing.
You can't get tired of playing. It's
I love
a gift.
playing and you still get paid. Do what you love to do.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
I mean, it's so funny when I tell people that I've never been on anybody's salary in my life. People say, how do you do it? This is what I do. And God has been so faithful.
But you know what though? I saw one sax recently.
Yeah.
I think it's electronic.
Yes, I have that. The MIDI saxophone.
I don't know what it's called. I just saw it and it looks fascinating. But I like this one. This one looks antique.
I mean, that is like a MIDI saxophone. So you could change the tone to like piano sound, flute sound, some other tone. But
this is natural. I like natural stuff, man. So give us some blessing in the studio.
Okay now. Yeah, what should I play? Okay.
Wow. See, guys, there's more to come on the 24th.
Yeah.
Please, we'll be there. Definitely, we'll be there from Afrocentric Television.
So.
I personally will be there. As you have heard him play, you can see how relaxed and how soothing it is for the soul. Just come out, let's support ourselves, and let's be blessed. You know why it is. Afrocentric Television, channel 15.8, will support anything African. And here we are with Mr. Seyi Alesh.
Thank you, sir. Good to have me here. Like, I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, sir.
We'll be right back. Nice one, bye.
Hello, Houston, Texas, Sugarland, Missouri City, Katy, Stafford, all of Texas and its environs. Listen up, Seyi Alesh is back again this year with Seyi Alesh Live, happening on May 24th, 2019 at 6 p.m. This dynamic saxophonist and music minister is having his concert happening live and direct here in Houston. Prince Perkins coming from Los Angeles, California. Tony Favorite from Houston, Texas. Lucia Bracho from Chicago. Palmyra Merrifield from Houston, Texas, and Jerry T. Menson from Houston, Texas. This concert is going to be amazing. Live, high praise, worship, music, fun, happening at 1203 Cravens Road, Stafford, Texas, 77477 at Dominion Chapel, Houston. You don't want to miss this night of worship, May 24th, 2019 at 6 p.m. For more information, call the number on your screen. We will see you there.
The Royal Event Center, located at 6603 Langham Drive, Houston, Texas, is an event center that houses approximately 300 guests. It is designed to host any style of event, from weddings to birthdays, anniversary meetings, or even small intimate affairs. The Royal Event Center has you covered. Combining unique interior designs that are state-of-the-art, it includes the main event hall, with well-designed entrance and complimentary parking space. It also features a separated lobby. We have 5 restrooms for men and 5 restrooms for women. The hall is located in a gated and peaceful environment, allowing for maximum security of people and property.
For inquiries, call 281-550-0400, 281-716-2099.
Welcome back to my community on Afrocentric Television, channel 15.8. As we have said, this week is dedicated to events, and one of our very best event planners here in Houston, and by chance, I would say, because we're lucky to have her, is a Nigerian, an American, by the name of Doyin Fashakin, and she's the CEO of Doyin Fash Events. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you started in the industry and why you chose to, because I know event planners have the best of the best creative minds, right? You have to be very, very creative. You have to see an empty space and imagine in your head how to fill it. So tell us about yourself and how you got started.
Okay, so like you said earlier, my name is Doyin Fashakin. I'm based here in Houston, Texas. I'm married and I have 3 boys.
Mama for the boys.
So I'll tell you what got me started. I grew up in Ibadan, and my dad is in politics, my mom is in the ministry. So we had a lot of events at home growing up. We actually had a ballroom in my house. Can you imagine that, having a ballroom in a house?
Wow.
So, and as the first girl, of course, I was expected to help out with all the events.
Definitely.
Would have the caterers come in, they'll cook. I'll be the one to set up the tables, put linens on the tables, and, attend to the guests when they arrived at the house. I didn't even know there was a career called event planning then. I didn't know what I was doing was event planning. Fast forward, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Went to school in Atlanta. I went to Georgia State University.
Oh, okay.
And because I was always hosting back home, I would invite my friends over continue the same thing I was doing in Nigeria. Would cook dinner and invite my friends to come over to taste my food. And every time they would come there, they'll see that I would have the table set up, color coordinate everything.
Different times, different days, different
times.
themes.
I can call my friends and say, do you guys want to come and eat amala, or do you guys want to come and eat fried rice? I'm cooking tonight. And all my friends, college students, everybody will be hungry, girls, guys, they'll all come over. And they'll come in and I'll have everything set up, black and white, white and red, have flowers, centerpieces on the tables and everything like that. So people were like, this is really a talent that you have, have you thought about, doing this as a profession? And then that was when I started researching, and I was like, what is this profession called event planning, and what is it all about? So in 2004, one of my very good friends from high school, we went to high school together in Lagos. She was getting married, and she decided to ask me to help her with her event.
Ask you, take a risk, a chance.
She took a chance because she had seen my work. She had seen, me.
That is a true friend.
Things together, and I would say even before she asked me, I'd planned a few bridal showers as well for a few friends. Yes. So and she had seen them, nicely designed, and she did ask me to plan her wedding for her. It was a wedding with about 120 guests, so it wasn't a big wedding compared to what I planned these days. So I won't say it was pretty easy, but that day I was a florist. I had to go online. I think back then it was YouTube, not Google. So I went on YouTube and just watched how to make centerpieces. It was in Philadelphia. I flew in there, went to a local shop, bought flowers, put together the centerpieces.
From Atlanta?
Yes, from Atlanta. Yes, I was living in Atlanta then.
But the wedding was in Philadelphia?
It was in Philadelphia. So I flew in, went online, watched how to make balloons. So I built a balloon arch over her sweetheart area. I rented linen, set up the table, set up the chairs, the plates, everything. I was pretty much everything on that day. Even though I didn't cook the food, I can say I was the caterer because I was the one getting the guests to go eat their food. Making sure everybody was fine, set up everywhere, and I was almost even the MC because she didn't have an MC.
Talking about my shy friend.
So I was everything. I was everything on that day, and after the event, I was like, this is actually not bad. This is a nice thing, a nice career. So I started helping other people with their weddings after that, and I would say 2005, I moved to Houston. And then I joined a big Nigerian church, and I helped out with their events as well, just to get more experience with bigger events. And from there, members of the church started asking me to help with their own events, their daughters' weddings. And I decided, it was birthdays, and I decided it was time to start charging people because you can't keep doing things for free.
So all along it was free?
It was free at first because for my friend it was free because that was my friend.
Oh, that was your friend, I understand. And then she took a chance on you anyway.
Took a chance, yeah. I mean, she paid for all the things that we did, like the rentals and everything, but I didn't charge her a fee because, I wasn't so sure. I knew
what were you doing at the time, if I may ask?
I was a financial analyst, so I used to be a financial analyst and a project manager.
No wonder you're so detailed.
Thank you. So, well, after I was being asked by different people from my church, I decided it was time to start charging. I went ahead and took a quick course just to understand what the event industry was about. I invested in myself, got a coach as well to coach me on how to start a business, so that way I could run the business properly.
Wow.
So that's how I got into event planning.
Wow. So when did you experience your first big break? Because I know these days you do plan for, of course, but your events now, man, they are like way up there. So when did you get that big break?
I don't know if I remember when I actually got the big break, but I would say in 2012 I did a lot of high-end events for organizations, so corporate events that were really huge, and I can mention some of them. Exxon, Microsoft. I did a lot of big events. Exxon, Microsoft, Dow.
ExxonMobil.
Yes.
Microsoft.
Dow Chemical.
Dow Chemicals.
I did a.
These are huge oil and gas events.
Yes, and I did something for the American Heart Society as well.
Wow.
American Heart Association, and also that same year I did a lot of big weddings, high-end weddings. There was one of them that Davido came to perform here in Houston, and I think on the wedding side that was really one of the biggest wedding I'd planned then. He performed. The wedding was designed beautifully. A lot of people came to that wedding. People were talking about that wedding. So I think that year was a great year for me. I got more exposure. More people recognized my brand, I guess, after those events that year. So I'll say maybe that year, 2011, 2012. Well, being the year, I'll say I got a big break, if you want to call it that.
Yeah,
or got more exposure.
More exposure. That's the
Yeah,
big break
more
I was
exposure,
expecting
yes,
for you to see anyway. So for some people that want to plan events, what are the things to look out for? You know, when it comes to budget, the size of the event, you know, the venue, and little things like that. What are those little things?
Okay. So when you're planning an event, I guess maybe your question is, you know, how do you plan successful events, or how can you make sure your events are successful?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like for me now, say I want to plan an event, and I'm thinking, oh, I need to invite 500 people. Maybe the budget will not cater for 500 people. You know, I'm sure you're going to be able to advise the host of any event on how to properly manage the resources they have, right? So, say I want to plan an event, you definitely will be the one to help source for the venue, except I have a venue that I really want to use, right? So things like that, you know, my budget and all of that, how do you have a way coordinating that?
I mean, first of all, when you're planning an event, like if you were to come to me for my help, I would ask you your vision for that event. What is your vision? Why are you planning this event? You want to have 500 people and you don't have a good budget. Why do you have to have 500 people? You know, so I don't force my clients. I won't force you to change, but I would advise you, give you my professional advice, you know, and maybe convince you to cut down your guest count. Because sometimes the clients find out that they really don't need to have 500 guests. I mean, I'll give an example. Maybe you're planning a wedding, for example. Why do you want 500 people at your wedding? Are you close to 500 people? You know, some people have big families, yes, and have lots of friends. But then if you don't have a budget for it, then I'll advise you to cut it down.
And make it intimate.
Make it intimate. And then maybe do something at your church the next day, like a Thanksgiving or something, and then just have food, you know, prepackaged for your guests. And then your wedding maybe have like 200, 250 guests or 300 if that's what you have a budget for. And make sure everybody has a good time. You know, you want people that are close to you to be at your event. And then if it's a corporate event, it depends. Like, what's your goal for that corporate event? Why do you need 500 people? Is it because you're trying to increase sales? Are you trying to acquire new clients? Or are you just trying to get exposure? Maybe you just got to that neighborhood and you want people around to know that your company is now there. So it depends on what your goal is. And if that's what you're trying to do, maybe acquire new clients. There are other ways to do it than to have 500 people. Maybe invite like 200 people if that's what your budget can accommodate. 200 people that are really key to your business. 200 people that are your clientele, the type of clientele that your business needs. Not just 500 people, because your event will be useless if you have 500 people that are not interested in buying like energy products. If that's
basically,
what you're selling,
it's going to be a productive event.
It has to be productive. You have to have the right sort of people, because you can have 200 people at an event and the event will be successful. You attain your goals, and then have 500 people and not attain anything. You can have 500 people and nobody will patronize your business. If it's a business where you're trying to acquire new sales and new clients and increase your sales.
So these are counsels you give to your clients,
like
and
your
just
goal,
so they can weigh their options, and then they decide if they still want to push forward with it or not. But at least you let them understand, you know, the basis of why they want to host the event, and that the mission and the vision of that event.
What are your goals? What are you trying to attain? Do you really need to have that guest count? You don't. I mean, you can have 100 people and actually have those 100 people sign up for your product if you're trying to sell products. And you can have 500 people and they will come there and just leave without doing anything.
You've had, I remember earlier in the year, I think you had this, I think it was during Valentine's, I believe.
Oh, the couples ball.
Yeah, you had that successful, I heard all about it. I know I was supposed to be there, I'm sorry, I just couldn't make it. But you know, I heard all about it. My friend was actually the DJ that night, and it was awesome. Everybody talked about it, how good it was. I wonder how you balance the work-life, you know, situation. How you have family, three boys,
not four.
Of course, three boys, and you know, and you plan all this event. Sometimes they get you to travel away from your family. How do you balance it? How do your children? Do they miss you so much? How do you keep your family intact? Because women are the pillar. I don't care what any man says about this. I'm a father myself. I'm a father of 4 children, and my lovely wife, but I always give her kudos for what she does. And I wonder, for professionals like you, that everybody's trying to, your schedule that I'm sure is going to be really crazy. That's why I'm so grateful you're able to do this interview with us, But how are you able to balance the work-life relationship?
I'll say it's tough. I mean, it's not easy. But I'll say over the years I've been able to manage, work and family life smoothly. One thing for me is I prioritize my family. My family comes first. That's the first thing, and then work second. I have 3 boys, and it's not easy raising 3 boys.
Oh, tell me about it.
And then 2 of them are in middle school, so
Already,
they
wow.
will need more attention. So what I do is, like I said, I prioritize. My family comes first. I have a schedule for them. I have a calendar that I keep. I put their activities on my calendar as appointments. Just like I'll keep my clients' appointments as appointments on my calendar, I keep my kids' appointments as appointments too.
Nice.
Even sometimes date nights with my husband, I put it on my calendar to make sure that, okay, this is when we're going out. Just to make sure that I don't miss any of the activities. When my kids have activities in school during the week, I make sure I go. I take time out to go for everything. I have a calendar at home, a schedule for even food. This is what we eat every day. In the morning, I make sure I spend time with my kids. I talk to them. In the evening, when I come back from work, I make sure I don't work too late. When I come back from work, I have mommy and kid time with them. Talk about their day, see how their day went, help them with homework. Because my husband is also very busy. He's a businessman as well, so you can imagine how crazy it can get. But we just make sure that we come home at a certain time, spend time with the kids. After they've gone to bed, if you want to go back to working, checking emails,
that's
doing stuff,
all up on you.
Yeah, we can do that. But we make sure that from the time we get home, maybe 5 or 5 close to 6, and we have dinner together at a certain time.
Wow. And
then help with homework and spend time with them. And then after that, they go to sleep, and then we can go back to doing our work.
Lovely. I love that. I think we need to adopt that myself, even in my, because I just do schedule business only. I don't put family, but they know for sure I've never have to miss out on any of the event. I don't care where I am in the world.
Yeah.
I fly back and make sure I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
My wife has been wonderful also, doing that. My next question is going to be a little personal.
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. So it's going to be a little personal. It's I know in life there are successes and failures.
Yeah.
We've talked about your accomplishment and all that. Are there a point in life during the journey of your business that you feel like you want to quit, or there's certain failure no regrets, however, but just you feel like, oh, this is something I should have done better.
I mean, just with any business, you'll have challenges and you have failures. I mean, I've had lots of challenges. There are times that I'll have like clients that are a bit challenging. Even though I'm known as a patient person, I'm pretty patient with everybody. I can deal with any personality. But there have been a few times I've had like some really challenging clients. And I've thought about maybe even quitting, like, I'm not sure I really want to be in this. And, yeah. But the thing is, when I think about my other clients, I think about my other events that have been very successful. I'm sure most of my events have been successful, if not all. When I think about the impact I've made in the lives of people that I've planned events for, that just keeps me going. And what I do is I just learn from my failures, or if you call it I call them challenges, not failures. Yeah, I just learn from my challenges that, okay, what can I do better? Maybe screen my clients next time, and make sure that
accept certain jobs.
Yeah, not everything is good. Not every job is good. Not every event is good. You have to look at when I meet my clients. That's why I like to meet my clients before I take the jobs. I want to see if our personalities merge. If we're
I remember you did that with us. Because when we're planning Ayekoto lunch back some years ago, despite being friends, personal friend, when it came to business, you're like, okay, let's sit down and talk about it. And I'm like, what is wrong with this girl?
Yeah, we have to talk about it because we have to make sure that we match, and I'm able to meet your needs.
Right.
Because not all. I can't meet everybody's needs. Some people want a lot of things that I know I'm not able to do. I've had a client that met with me and said, oh, what if I call you at 2 a.m. in the morning? And I'm like, 2 a.m. in the morning, I would like to sleep so I can be refreshed and ready for work the next day. So I wouldn't want to be picking up anyone's calls at 2 a.m. in the morning unless maybe the next day is your event and you have an emergency. Gotcha. And that's different.
I personally will believe you're a successful event planner, knowing being at a lot of your events and being personal friends as well. Do you have people that look up to you? Do you have people that you've mentored in this line of business?
So actually, one of the things that motivates me is being able to help others. And yes, I do have a lot of people I've mentored. I have people that I've mentored that are based in Nigeria that are not even based in Houston.
Oh, well, so how do you get to do that?
They come here.
Okay.
I have some people that if they can't come here, and then we'll do like phone or video sessions with them. I have people that I've mentored that are from the Philippines. Actually, one of them, Maria, she just went back to the Philippines.
Wow,
she
all
found
the
me on
way?
Instagram and then came here. And we had some one-on-one sessions. So I do have people I've mentored, and I know that, to me, I think success is when you've been able to help others and not just yourself. When you get to a certain level, you should be able to bring people up to where you are, and that's one of the things that motivates me. So I just love to help others, and a lot of my mentors right now are doing very, very well. I have one that has been able to grow her business, tripled her income within 3 years of starting the business. So when I hear things like this, they give me joy. I had this mother and daughter that I started mentoring just late last year. And within 6 weeks of starting a session with me, their one-on-one session with me, they were able to book, about 6 clients within 6 weeks. And, they started getting overwhelmed, and I had to tell them to slow down. Let's finish this sessions first before you actually continue to book people.
Wow.
And before they came to me, they had started this business, 8 months, not a single client. They didn't know what to do. So I'm grateful to God for the talent. I don't know if it's a talent or I'll say
it's a gift to you. That's basic gift He has given to everybody.
To be able to share, what the talent He's given to me, and not just hoard it and keep it for myself. Because to me, when you're not helping others, I don't believe you're successful.
In just 1 minute, can you tell our team and viewers, young and upcoming event planners, or those aspiring to be event planners that probably looking up to you, do you have a word of advice for them?
Okay. Well, if you're looking to become an event planner, I'll tell you event planning is not child's play. It's an industry that has a lot of pressure, a lot of challenges, and I would say if you want to get into it, do your research. Don't just jump into it because your friends are event planners or because you just got married and it was fun planning your wedding. It's different planning events or weddings for other people. So I'll say do your research, find a mentor, so that way you can avoid mistakes that we made. When I was starting up, no one wanted to mentor me, okay? Which is why I had to start mentoring other people. I would call people and ask them for help, and they'll slam the phones because they feel like you're their competition. So make sure you get a mentor. Things have changed this day, so make sure you get a mentor, someone you can look up to, someone that can direct you. Also get a coach, so that way, because not everybody is good with business, because you have to manage the event planning side, which is your creativity. You also have to manage the business side as well, building a successful business, how to keep your money, how to spend your money wisely, whether on advertisement or acquiring staff. Also, I'll say after doing your research, work on yourself. Take classes to better yourself. Take classes about how to plan events successfully. How do you go about planning an event? Don't just play into it. And that's the difference between people that have been successful and people that haven't been successful in this industry. A lot of people, as you know, go into event planning industry, but not everyone is successful. But when you invest in yourself, when you do a lot of research, when you get mentors and coaches, you are going to be successful. And also work on your own personality, work on patience, because you have to be patient. In this industry, you have to be patient. It's not for just anyone. It's for people who are patient, and it's for people who are very organized and also very creative. Even if you're not creative, you can learn to be creative. You can take classes. That's what I have.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Let me ask one last question. Do you offer training classes?
Yes, I do offer training classes. I have 2 classes a year where I have about 20 people, because I like an intimate setting. So I have about 20 people usually attend that twice a year, usually in March and November. I also do have one-on-one sessions where you can come at any time. We'll sit together and talk about times that are convenient for you. And that's pretty much a 3-month program. We can do it in 6 weeks. We've done one in 6 weeks before when I had a client that came from Nigeria and needed to go back. I do also have an online session as well for people that, outside of Houston or can't make it to Houston.
So how can they reach you if they need to?
You can reach me on my through my website, www.doinfash.com, which is spelled DOYIN. F as in Frank, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, H as in Henry.com. If you go on the website, you'll find my email address and my phone number there, which is 832-278-8820.
Bravo. Are you on any social media platform?
Yes, I am on social media. I'm on Instagram as doingfash_. I'm on Facebook as well as doingfash. And I'm on Twitter and Pinterest. So you can reach me anywhere.
Awesome. Well, thank you very, very, very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with your friend.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
All right.
I've learned so much. I have to be patient for me to be creative. I have to also be more. I don't know how you guys
have a vision,
do it.
Have a goal when you plan an event.
I don't know how you do. You will see an empty space and you just fill it up in your head. You can fill it up. You can redesign. You can create and recreate. Within your. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been real with Doyin Fasha King, and we'll still have more for you on these segments. And so stay tuned.
Hello, Houston, Texas, Sugarland, Missouri City, Katy, Stafford, all of Texas and its environs. Listen up, Shaya Lesh is back again this year with Shaya Lesh Live, happening on May 24th, 2019 at 6 p.m. This dynamic saxophonist and music minister is having his concert happening live and direct here in Houston. Prince Perkins coming from Los Angeles, California. Tommy Favorite from Houston, Texas. Lucia Bracho from Chicago. Palmyra Merrifield from Houston, Texas, and Sherry T. Menson from Houston, Texas. This concert is going to be amazing. Live, high praise, worship, music, fun, happening at 1203 Cravens Road, Stafford, Texas, 77477 at Dominion Chapel, Houston. You don't want to miss this night of worship, May 24th, 2019 at 6 p.m. For more information, call the number on your screen. We will see you there.
The Royal Event Center, located at 6603 Langham Drive, Houston, Texas, is an event center that houses approximately 300 guests. It is designed to host any style of event, from weddings to birthdays, anniversary meetings, or even small intimate affairs. The Royal Event Center has you covered. Combining unique interior designs that are state-of-the-art, it includes the main event hall, with well-designed entrance and complimentary parking space. It also features a separated lobby. We have 5 restrooms for men and 5 restrooms for women. The hall is located in a gated and peaceful environment, allowing for maximum security of people and property.
For inquiries, call 281-550-0400, 281-716-2099.
shipping company delays your shipment for 3 months or more via ocean, you need a new shipper. If your shipments have been dropped off and are yet to leave after 2 weeks, you need a new shipper. If your shipments were lost or damaged during transit and there is no compensation, then you definitely need a new shipper. Every day your items are delayed, your hard-earned money goes to waste, and your receivers are denied the benefits of using those items. And in most cases, there are no compensation. It is time for a new experience with ocean shipping, and Ship to Nigeria now offers you that experience. Ocean shipments are delivered within 6 to 8 weeks to Nigeria, or we will refund 25% of your shipping costs. We will refund in full your declared value and your shipping cost within 48 hours if anything happens to your shipments. You can get 247 alerts, online tracking, emails, and text messages. With 3 containers leaving every week, we no go give story. We will deliver when we say we will and to any location in Nigeria. Try us today and get 10% off your first shipment.
Ship to Nigeria, as good as taking it there yourself.
Back to my community on African-centric television channel 15.8. I'm sure you've been enjoying our show so far. You know, you enjoyed the highlights from our past events. You know, our interview with our very own Doyin Fashakin was phenomenal. I felt like I've learned so much, even given the fact that I'm not an event planner. I felt like, you know, it's what they try. I mean, for you to have that creative mind, for you to be able to choose or fill up a room or an outdoor with what you can just imagine. You can imagine how their minds work, you know. And then we talked about, you know, how she was able to balance work and family. Wow, she's a hard-working woman. I give it to all our mothers. You know, it's Mother's Day, of course, this past weekend also. So we give it to all our mothers. Our women are doing great. African women, I halo. So, and then, you know, we talked to one of our friends also, Sheyi Alesh, who is a gifted saxophonist, a talented guy. He gave us some of his, I even had to start singing. I forgot I was in the studio. But anyway, we hope you join us for more next time. Until then, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Afrocentric Television, on YouTube, of course, and on Instagram. Please don't forget to follow us. It's Afrocentric TV. And on Facebook, please like us and let us get your feedback also. You know, we would love to know what we're doing right and also how we can better improve our show here on Afrocentric Television. Until next time, don't touch the dial.